Thank you. So Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please kindly accept my humble obeisances or go to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you for joining. So I think we'll start the class. I'll start with a Mangalacharan and then we will read and hopefully more participants will join in. Thank you. Om Ajnanaatimirandasya Jnananjana-salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadam Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaisnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Visakan Vichamcha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpati Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Yapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Prishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhaiva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Krishna Das Swami Iti Namine Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatadi Satarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Mukham Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Grim Yat Kripatamaham Bande Shri Guru Dina Taranam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Ishwaram Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narotamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Shunvatam Swakatha Krishna Punya Suna Kirtanaha Hridyantaha Stotya Bhadrani Vidunoti Shuritsatam Nashtaprayasha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavate Sevaya Bhagavati Uttam Slokir Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So thank you for joining, dear devotees. Once again, please kindly accept my humble obeisances over to Srila Prabhupada. And today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 7, verse 27. I hope I am okay. I'm correct with my verses here. So we'll start. I'll start reading. Text 27. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Text 27. Tokena jiva haranam yajulukikayas traimasikasya chapada shakato pavrittaha yadringatanatara Gatena divis prasharva unmulanam tweet taratarjunayorna bhavyam. So we go forward. Tokena, by a child. Jiva, haranam, killing a living being. Yat, one which. Uluki kaya, assume the giant body of a demon. Trey masikasya, one of who is only 3 months old. Cha also. Pada, by the leg. Sakata, apavritaha, turned over the cart. Yat, one who. Ringata, while crawling. Antar gatena, being overtaken. Divi, high in the sky. Sprasho, touching. Va, either. Unmulanam, uprooting. To but. Itaratha, anyone else than Arjuna Yuho of the two Arjuna trees, na bhavyam was not possible. So translation by Prabhupada ki jai. So there is no doubt about Lord Krishna's being the Supreme Lord. Otherwise, how was it possible for him to kill a giant demon like Putana when he was just on the lap of his mother, to overturn a cart with his leg when he was only 3 months old, to uproot a pair of Arjuna trees so high that they could touch the sky, and when he was only crawling? All these activities are possible for anyone other than, for him, are impossible for anyone other than the Lord himself. So whatever great activities the Lord was performing, nobody could perform. Nobody can perform actually. So I have not prepared anything. I was so busy, and still today I have another class for the Toronto in the afternoon for my Toronto group. I haven't prepared anything, so please bear with me and please help me whenever I'm stuck. So I'll start. So if we go to the previous verse, we see that I will read only the translation. When the world is overburdened by the fighting strength of kings who have no faith in God, the Lord, just to diminish the distress of the world, descends with his plenary portions. The Lord comes in his original form with beautiful black hair. And just to expand his transcendental glories, he acts extraordinarily. No one can properly estimate how great he is. So we see that the Lord appears as he is. He doesn't take birth from this world. It shows that he takes birth, but he does not. He just appears. And he appears in his future, in his same bodily conception as he is in his abode. He comes down. And here we see that it is saying that he comes in his original form with beautiful black hair, right? He is ever youth. He never grows old. And we have never seen a picture of Lord Krishna that he is old. When even on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, he was 125 years old, and yet he was like 16 years old. He never grows old. None of his potencies, none of his capacities diminishes. He's always the same. And his beauty is the same, his name remains the same, his fame remains the same, everything, his health, his wealth, and his opulence, his renunciation also remain the same. We see that people may talk, oh, what kind of God you have? He married 16,108 wives. But he was never detached to them. He showed that he was attached to them, but initially he was never attached to any of them. So we also know that in what circumstances did he marry these 16,000 queens? It was that one of the demons, he had captured all these beautiful princesses, and because he wanted to become the most powerful person. So he captured all of the beautiful princesses and he kept them in his kingdom. So Krishna, when he knew about it, he went and liberated the princesses. Right? Very beautiful story it is. He took Satyabhama, one of his wife, with him, and he went and they fought. Because this demon who had, I think, what's it? Bhaumasur? I think Bhaumasur, his name is. Why did he kept all the princesses? And he was cursed to die by his mother. His mother should kill him. But now no mother would want to kill their son, right? But this particular demon, Satyabhama was his mother in his previous birth. So Satyabhama went with Lord Krishna, and Satyabhama helped to kill this demon. And thus all the princesses were liberated. Now the princesses, Krishna told them, now you can go back to your home, to your respective kingdom or your place. So the princesses said, who will keep us? This demon has kept us here for so long. Who will marry us? So Krishna was thinking, the girls said, we have two options. First option, we commit suicide. Second option is we just go into prostitution. So Krishna says that he comes to establish the rightness, the religion. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanid bhavati bharata abhiktana madharmasya tadatmanam sadamyaham. So when there is irreligion, I come, right? So now if he allows these girls, these 16,000 princesses to go into prostitution, that will be against dharma. It will be adharma, against the religious principles. Similarly, if they commit suicide, it will be the same thing. So then they told Krishna, you have saved us. Now you see what you will do with us. So then Krishna said, okay, if nobody will marry you because you have been captured by this demon and kept here for so long, even nowadays, if a girl is being captured, is gone away, no man would want to marry that girl. They say, oh, she spent a night or some nights outside. We don't know what she'll be doing. So here Krishna said, okay, I don't want you to commit suicide. I don't want you to go into prostitution. So I will marry you, all of you, just to save your lives. This is how Krishna married those princesses. And we know about Rukmini, the first wife of Krishna. Krishna never seen him and seen her. Neither she have ever seen Krishna. It just was listening to Krishna's pastime by Narad Muni. She got attracted to Krishna, and she wanted to marry Krishna. And we know Satyabhama, the gem that Satyabhama's father had was stolen, and Krishna retrieved it, and then her father gave the gem to Krishna, plus he also gave the daughter to Krishna. That's how Satyabhama was married. Jambavan also, when Krishna went to get the gem from Jamban, who was very, very old. He was in the pastime of Lord Ram. So when he fought, then he knew that this is the Lord, because nobody can defeat me. But Krishna defeated him. Then he gave his daughter Jambavati. So in this way, Krishna never went and looked for someone. They came to him. So he accepted. Anyone who will go to him, he will accept. So similarly, he accepted. So now we were just talking about how opulent he is and how detached he is. Now we will move to, I have already read the translation. And here we see that he killed Putna. So we will come to this later. So let me read the purport first. Okay. So one cannot manufacture a god by one's mental speculation or by numerical votes, as has become a practice for the less intelligent class of men. God is God eternally, and an ordinary living entity is eternally a part and parcel of God. God is one. Hare Krishna Mataji Panchali Kaur, can you please mute, because we can hear some noise?
Sorry. Sorry, Mataji, sorry.
It's okay. No problem. No problem. Thank you. So God is one without a second, and the ordinary living entities are many without number. All such living entities are maintained by God himself, and that is a verdict of the Vedic literatures. When Krishna was on the lap of his mother, the demon Putana appeared before his mother and prayed to nurture the child in her lap. Mother Yashoda agreed, and the child was transferred onto the lap of Putana, who was in the garb of a respectable lady. Putana wanted to kill the child by smearing poison on the nipple of the breast. But when everything was complete, the Lord sucked her breast along with her very air of life. And the demon's gigantic body, said to be as long as 6 miles, fell down. But Lord Krishna did not need to expand himself to the length of the she-demon, Putana, although he was quite competent to extend himself more than 6 miles long. In his Vamana incarnation, he posed himself as a dwarf Brahmana, but when he took possession of his land promised by Bali Maharaj, he expanded his footstep to the top of the universe, extending over thousands and millions of miles. So it was not very difficult for Krishna to perform a miracle by extending his bodily feature. But he had no desire to do it because of his deep filial love for his mother, Yashoda. If Yashoda had seen Krishna in her lap extending 6 miles to cope with the sea demon Putana, then the natural filial love of Yashoda would have been hurt, because in that way Yashoda would have come to know that her so-called son Krishna was God himself. And with a knowledge of the godhood of Krishna, Yashoda Mai would have lost the temper of her love for Krishna as a natural mother. But as far as Lord Krishna is concerned, he is God always, either as a child on the lap of his mother or as other coverer of the universe, Vamana Dev. He does not require to become God by undergoing severe penances, although some men think of becoming God in that way. By undergoing severe austerities and penances, one cannot become one or equal with God, but one can attain most of the godly qualities. A living being can attain godly qualities to a large extent, but he cannot become God. Whereas Krishna, without undergoing any type of penance, is God always, either in the lap of his mother or growing up at any stage of growth. So at the age of only 3, he killed the Sakatasura, who had remained hidden behind a cart in the house of Yashoda Mai. And when he was crawling and was disturbing his mother from doing household affairs, the mother tied him with a grinding pestle. But the naughty child dragged the pestle up to a pair of very high Arjuna trees in the yard of Yashoda Mai. And when the pestle was stuck between the pairs of trees, they fell down with a horrible sound. When Yashoda Mai came to see the happenings, she thought that her child had been saved from the falling trees by the mercy of the Lord, without knowing that the Lord himself, crawling in her yard, had wreaked the havoc. So that is a way of reciprocation of love affairs between the Lord and his devotees. Yashoda Mai wanted to have the Lord as a child, and the Lord played exactly like a child in her lap, but at the same time played the part of the Almighty Lord whenever it was so required. The beauty of such pastime was that the Lord fulfilled everyone's desire. In the case of felling the gigantic Arjuna trees, the Lord's mission was to deliver the 2 sons of Kubera, who were condemned to become trees by the curse of Narada, as well as to play like a crawling child in the yard of Yashoda, who took transcendental pleasure in seeing such activities of the Lord in the very yard of the home. The Lord is, in any condition, is Lord of the universe, and he can act as such in any form, gigantic or small, as he likes. So here we see that when he was 6 days old, first of all, I would like to say this, why was Krishna playing in the yard of Yashoda Mai? How come Krishna spent his childhood in the house of Yashoda and Nand? So what happened? Devaki and Vasudev, they prayed for Krishna. They prayed to get Krishna as a child. Okay, Krishna appeared as a child because they only prayed for Krishna to be their son, right? But Nanda and Yashoda, they prayed to enjoy the pastime with Krishna. So they prayed differently. Both of the pairs of parents, they prayed that they have Krishna as their child. But Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda Mai, they wanted to have this reciprocation of parenthood with Krishna. That's how Krishna was transferred. Yes, Devaki and Vasudev, they wanted him as well as a child. But these too, they wanted to spend the time and feel the Vatsalya Rasa, as we say, that parenthood pastime. That's how Krishna was transformed. That's why. So we know when he was only 6 days old, Kamsa was sending so many demons to kill all the children of Krishna's age. But when Kamsa sent Putana disguised so beautifully. So sometimes we should be very careful, because even in Ramayana we see Ravana, he was disguised as a sage, as a Brahmana. He went to beg from Mother Sita, and then he abducted Mother Sita. Here, Putna came in disguise. Sometimes we should be very, very careful. We don't know who is under what. And she wore gopi dress, she wore tilaka, she had kanti, she had mala, she had everything. And then some of the people in Vrajadham, they were saying, oh, maybe she is Lakshmi Devi, how beautiful she is. But with her mystic power, the demons have great mystic powers. So with her mystic power, she could change herself. Like Surpanakha, she also was a demon. And then she changed herself to become so beautiful. When her nose and ears were cut, then she changed again to her original form. Here also, Putna is very beautiful. And so she wanted to feed baby Krishna. Not feed, she wanted to have baby Krishna on her lap. Mother Yashoda did not know that. But she had the intention of killing Krishna by smearing a very strong poison on her breast. And in this way, she wanted to feed Krishna. So Mother Yashoda just left baby Krishna, because she was leaving Krishna with everybody in Vrajadham, because all the gopis love Krishna so much. Mother Yashoda didn't have a doubt. Maybe she is one of the gopis that have just moved here. I don't know, but she is so beautiful. She is so kind. So let me allow her to have the child for some time. And also, it is arrangement of the Lord, because if the Lord didn't want it, it would not have happened. So the Lord is teaching us here a great lesson again, that we should be careful who comes to us in what under what garb, under what disguise. So here we see that Mother Yashoda just an opportunity. When we have babies, young children, we know that we are busy, so somebody is helping us, who is taking care of the child. That's okay. We just go and do around our job in the house. And Putana took that opportunity to feed Krishna her breast milk. So Krishna just sucked the milk and sucked her life here also. And this demoness, she grew to how many miles? It says 6 miles. 6 miles. She extended herself. She was that big, but then she distracted her when she came under disguise. So when her real form appeared, and the noise that it made, and she was screaming, and that huge she was, everybody was shocked. But Krishna could have make himself as big as Putna or bigger than Putna. But she did not. He did not. He chose to be the little baby, because he didn't want to disturb Mother Yashoda. If Mother Yashoda has seen that my little child is that big, and she would get kind of scared maybe, and then she would not have that same love, that maternal love that she has for Krishna. She would think he is God. So immediately, so a couple of times we see that Krishna has opened his mouth, and Mother Yashoda has seen the whole universe in his mouth. So, and then Krishna would call Maya, Yoga Maya, you come and help me, make my mother forget everything, that I am still the small child that in her lap, right? So here we see that Putna also, when she came to her original size, she was so big, so big. And Krishna did not need to expand himself, because either being a baby or being 125 years old on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, he is still the same Lord, and he has got the same strength. Nothing diminishes from him. He's always the same. And here Vamandev is quoted in this verse also. So we know the story of Vamandev. Vamandev, what happened is when all the demigods were cursed by, what's his name now? Who cursed him? Because they didn't. I'm not good at keeping names, you know. The Muni, he's like anger personified. I'll remember his name soon. But yeah, he gave a garland to Lord Indra, and Indra put that around his elephant neck. An elephant, an animal not knowing the value of the garland, he just threw it down and crushed it. And this sage got very, very angry, and he cursed. He said, all the demigods will lose all the opulence soon. So when eventually all the demigods became they were overtaken by the demons, and the demons had battles and fought them, and then they lost all their kingdoms. And then Indra, his mother was very sad to see that all his sons, because Aditi was the sons of the mother of the demigods. When she saw that all her sons were bereft of all the opulences, then she started praying. Now she kept some fast and all, and then she wanted to have the Lord as her son. Then Vamandev appeared. Yeah, sorry, the sage who cursed was Durvasa Muni. Durvasa Muni is anger personified. So then when Aditi prayed, then Vamandev appeared as her son. Vamandev, a dwarf of 5-6 years old, he was nicely dressed and all. And then he went, and Bali Maharaj was doing yagna. Bali Maharaj is a grandson of Prahlad Maharaj, and they are in the descendant of the demons. So what happened before, all the demigods has killed the demons. So their guru was Sukracharya. He revived all the demons with his Sanjeevani mantra. And when all the demons, then the guru said, now I have revived you, you have to do yagna. You have to perform fire sacrifices and feed the brahmanas and give donations to brahmanas and take care of the brahmanas. So in this way, they become more powerful. They get by doing the yagna, they become very powerful, and they get the blessings of the brahmana also. Whereas Indra and all the demigods, they were enjoying. So what happens now, when Bali Maharaj went and conquered all the kingdoms, now they were bereft, and then Aditi started praying, and Aditi got his son, Vamandev, and because Vamandev had promised, Lord Vishnu had promised that he will always protect Indra. So now he came as Vamandev, and he went to Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj was performing a fire sacrifice, and Bali Maharaj, he was a grandson of Prahlad Maharaj, who were very, very pious persons. Even though in the demoniac descendant, they were very pious people. So Bali Maharaj was very happy to receive Vamandev. And then Bali Maharaj also, he asked Vamandev, what can I do for you? So Vamandev said, I want 3 steps of land. So Bali Maharaj said, look at your size. And that will be an insult for me if I give you only 3 steps of land. Look at your size. Your steps are very small. Ask me for free villages, for free towns. I can give you anything. Vamandev said, no, I'll ask according to my size. You give me 3 steps. Now, Shukracharya, their guru, he was there. And he said, no, he is Vishnu. Don't give him anything. Bali Maharaj said, no. If he is Vishnu, I am so blessed that the Lord himself has come to beg at my door. So I will give him. Even if he takes everything, it doesn't matter. So now when we make a promise, we have to hold some water in the hand. And water is a kind of witness. Water is pure, purified. And then we take that water and we take that, even when the people long time ago, when they were cursing, they had to have water in their hand. When they give blessing, they have water in their hand. When they take a sankalpa meaning that, yes, I'm going to keep my promise. So that also, they have to have water. So when he was trying to pour water from his small pot that he has in his hand called the Kamandalu, now Sukracharya knew that this is Lord Vishnu and he will take everything. What will happen to me? Who will maintain me? Sukracharya was looking for his own benefit as well as the benefit of his disciple. So Sukracharya, he, with his mystic power, he became very small and he blocked the sprout of the Kamandalu, of the pot. So now Vamandev, he knew what is happening. When he was pouring water, water was not coming out. So he took a blade of grass and he put through the spout of the pot. And it hurt one eye of Sukracharya. And Sukracharya came out of the pot and he grew out, and then he took all his followers, like the demons, and he flew to another planet. Now Bali Maharaj, again Lord Vamandev poured the water in Bali Maharaj's hand and told him to take the sankalpa that you are going to keep your promise. Then Bali Maharaj said, yes, I take the vow of giving you the free steps of land. So when he got that donation, he started measuring. First step, he measured the whole surface. Second, the whole outer layer, like the sky. He grew his body so huge that his toenail touched the outer layer of the sky from where Ganga descended. And as Ganga was coming, Lord Brahma saw that Ganga will come with a very strong force. Then he had Ganga in his Kamandalu, right? He held Ganga in a pot there. Then later on, when in the descendant of Lord Ram comes Bhagirath, King Bhagirath, then he wanted to liberate his 60,000 uncles or grandparents who were burned to ashes by Kapildev. He went to get Mother Ganga, and then Mother Ganga said, I will come, but my force will be so strong that you need some kind of force to hold me. Otherwise, I will just pierce the Earth's planet. I go down to the lower planet system. Then Bhagirath went and prayed to Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva accepted to hold Mother Ganga on his head. That is how Mother Ganga landed on the head of Lord Shiva. And then after some time, slowly, Lord Shiva released Mother Ganga to this material world. And another thing, it is said that Mother Ganga can purify anyone. But Mother Ganga said, okay, I will come. First, now you have got someone to hold my force. Second one, when I descend, all kind of people will come and bathe in my water. They will leave all their sins to me. So how I am going to be purified? Then Bhagirath said, yes, there will all kind of people will go. All their sins will be washed by you, but you will accumulate all these sins. But then you will also have devotees who will come to bathe in your water. The devotees will purify your water. And it is also said that when we go to Ganga, we have bath in Ganga, all our sins are cleared, right? But when we go to Yamuna, in Ganga, our bad karmas, our sins are gone. But in Yamuna, our good karma is washed away. So how it is that if we have good karma, bad karma will have to again go in different species of life. Good karma, we may come again in the human form of life. But when we come in the human form of life, we will be either very opulent, right? Because we had good karma. We will be like very rich, very beautiful, and we'll have to come and enjoy that good karma as well. We don't only come to pay the bad karma, we enjoy the good karma as well. So when we come and we have to enjoy our good karma, what happens here? Again, we may fall down because we will become puffed up because we have got money, we have got beauty, name and fame and all. And we go back into the cycle of birth, old age, disease, and death. That's why it is said, no karma, neither good nor bad, no karma. So in this way, we get liberation and we go to Krishna. But it is very difficult. It's not easy. So now again, we were talking about Vaman Dev, then he asked Bali Maharaj, I have measured 2 steps, one the whole world, and the second one the whole sky, and also the third step where I'm going to put my foot. So then Bali Maharaj said, who is bigger? What is bigger, the donor or the donation? So then the Lord said the donor. So I still have my head. So you put your third step on my head. And that is where Bali Maharaj was sent. Vaman Dev pushed him down to the Sutalaloka, where he resides. And but before going, he told the Lord, I have a desire to see you every day. So the Lord said, I'll become your doorkeeper, so you will see me every day. So that is for Vaman Dev. And also we know that there are so many demons who Krishna killed when he was still a young boy, like at the age of 3 months old. It is said that he killed the Sakatashura, who was the wind demon. He came and he was hidden underneath the cart, and Mother Yashoda had tied him under that cart. But then he pushed that cart so with so much force that the cart was flew away and it broke into pieces. And that demon, he just took Krishna and he went. But Krishna grew so heavy that Sakatasura had to, he fell and he died, and Krishna was saved. And in this way, we know there's a Kesi demon, the Kesi demon who came as a big, huge horse. He wanted to fight, he wanted to kill the inhabitants of Vrindavan, and because Krishna was there, so he wanted to kill Krishna also. And Krishna killed him. We know that is actually, okay. So we know that there is another, the donkey is Vatasura, and Bakasura, a crane, like a big bird. That also is Agasura, is a serpent. And we have many demons who came, but Krishna defeated all of them. And again, Krishna, we know that he danced on the Kalya serpent, how big Kalya was and how poisonous Kalya was, but he defeated Kalya also. So now we come to the pastimes of the 2 Arjuna trees, which at the time. So in the Leela of Damodar Leela, where we know Krishna was very young, 3 years old, he was playing, but his mother was churning the butter, and he wanted to have milk from his mother's breast. So mother was feeding, and at the time, mother realized that she has put some milk to boil on the stove. She could hear the noise of the milk like rising when it's boiling. So Mother Yashoda just put Krishna down to go and check what was happening. She put the stove off, and then Krishna got very angry. Krishna started biting his lips, saying that I left my abode and came down, and here how dare she just put me down, and she's going to care for some milk which has no value. What is my value here? So he just took a stone and broke the big pot where Mother Yashoda had churned nicely fresh cream and put in that pot, and he broke that pot. He broke it at the bottom where all the curd that was in that pot would just leak out. So Mother Yashoda came and then he ran away. He ran, but when he ran, his footprints was smeared with that curd, and Mother Yashoda could follow those footprints and could see where he was. So Mother Yashoda found him feeding the monkeys. With the freshly churned yogurt, he was feeding the monkeys. Now, why feeding the monkeys? Because in the Treta Yuga, when the Lord came as Lord Rama, the monkeys helped him to build the bridge, and he told them, in this lifetime, I am not able to repay back what you have done for me. When I come in the Dwarpa Yuga, then I will interact with each of you. So that's how he was feeding the monkeys. Some Acharya said that he was trying to pay whatever the monkeys have done for him. He was trying to compensate them by feeding them with a freshly churned butter. Now Mother Yashoda found him and tied him to a pestle and mortar, tied him with those. And what happened? Krishna wanted it. He wanted that pastime to happen because we know the story of the two sons of Kuvera, Nalakuvera and Manigriva. They were very, very puffed up because of the opulence of their father. Kuvera is a treasurer of the demigod. And so the sons, they were friends with Lord Shiva. And they were enjoying in the Mandakini Ganga in the abode of Lord Shiva. And they were enjoying, they were intoxicated, and they were naked. And there were so many young damsels with them in the water. So Narad Muni, he's very compassionate. Wherever he is, he thinks of someone and he wanted to liberate those two souls. So he went to that place, but due to their intoxication, Nalakuvera and Manigriva, they didn't pay attention to Narad Muni. They kept playing in the water, sporting in the water. But the girls who were there, they ran away and they covered their body with respect for Narad Muni. So Narad Muni said, you want to enjoy, you want to show your body. So here you go, I curse you to become trees. Then these two personalities, when they realized that they had been cursed by Narad Muni, and Narad Muni curse never go in vain, so they asked for forgiveness immediately. And Narad Muni, he had pity on them, and he said, okay, you will become trees because the curse is done now. I cannot retract it. So you will become trees in the courtyard of Mata Yashoda and Jana Maharaj. And then after 100 celestial lifetime, it's not our lifetime, then the Lord will come. Sorry, not lifetime, 100 years. 100 celestial years of being as trees in the courtyard of Maharaj Nanda. The Lord himself will come and liberate you. So in this way, we see that when Lord Krishna was born, he wanted to keep the word of his pure devotee Narada. Because if Narada had cursed and then said that the Lord will appear and will liberate you, so the Lord has to keep his word. So he appeared there, and he dragged that pestle that on which his mother did bind him. So he dragged it between those two trees, and those two trees fell, and two great personalities came out of those trees. As it is said, it made horrible noise. And then Manigriva and Nalakuvera, they prayed to the Lord. They asked for forgiveness. They prayed, they asked Krishna that please make us never forget you. We make us always remember you and spend our time in your service. And so in this way, he liberated those two souls from those trees. So he was very young. He was still crawling. He was not like a big, and those trees were huge, were touching the sky. That is what is, and they were very old, very strong trees also. So it is not that Krishna needed to be as tall as those trees to liberate them, or as big as Putana, 6 miles long, or huge, to be able to liberate them. He did it while he was on the lap of his mother, and while he was still crawling in the courtyard of Yashoda Mai. So that is Lord Krishna's potency. There's nothing difficult for him. Nothing difficult for him. But sometimes we may have the question, so if there's nothing difficult for Krishna, why doesn't he help us? Why does he let us suffer like that? But this world, this material world, is made for us to get the experience of the sufferings, so that we work toward going back home, back to his abode. And because we were always there, already there before, but because we had this tendency to enjoy, we wanted to enjoy separately from Krishna. That's why he created this material world. And he said, in Bhagavad, in Canto 2 itself, he said that he did not want to, he's not happy building this material world. He's not happy, but he built it because of us, because we wanted to enjoy in this material world. So that's why he built it. Now, why we have come here again? We are here so that we suffer and we enjoy also a little bit, but we suffer more. And then we realize when we go back, we work toward going back. And when we go back, we realize how much suffering there is in this material world, so we don't come back. That is why we are here. There is happiness and distress both, but distress is more, everybody is suffering more. And this process of Krishna consciousness lead us to the spiritual world. And it's not difficult because it's so easy. Many people think it's not true. But whoever practices it, they know how nice it is, how simple it is. It has, yes, it is sometimes when we want to go deeper and deeper. Otherwise, only Harinam Sankirtan, only chanting, that is with sincerity, that will liberate us. So I will stop here. And if you have any questions or any comments or any corrections, please go ahead. And please forgive me, I didn't prepare anything. And as I said, I have another class in a few hours for the Toronto. That also I didn't prepare. Yesterday I had an event to go. Some people were celebrating the birthday of their Kanha. So I spent time there. And being a bit tired, I had another class earlier on. So please kindly forgive me. I will stop here. Question, comments, correction, please. All are welcome. Vanchakalpatarubhesya kripasindubhaivacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Anybody, please, if you have any question. Partha Prema Prabhuji, can you please say something?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji. Not just I am listening your lecture, and you are covered so many things like Lord Krishna's pastimes, how Putana's kid and 6 mile distance, so many things. Just I'm releasing your nectar. Nothing supposed to be told because everybody in this forum, at least they knows about the Lord Krishna's and their pastimes, how this one, Jamalarjan, Uddhar, and other things, Sakadasura and other things. I have no question, Mataji, at all. Maybe if there is any other questions of anyone's, they can ask. Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji. We all know, but sometimes we forget. And listening again and again, it kind of freshen our memory, and also it purifies us, listening to Krishna Katha. And it doesn't matter how many times we listen, but every time we listen, we relish it more and more. Like you could have said, I know the story, I can leave the class. But no, you want to listen to it again and again, from different persons, we get to learn a little bit more. And this is very nice, you know. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhuji. Anyone, anybody else? Hare Krishna. No question, no comments from anyone?
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much for the wonderful class. And I agree with Parthram Prabhuji. You took us through so many different pastimes, and agree with you that no matter how many times we listen to these pastimes, it's nectarian every single time. And it just, you know, it just tells us just how attractive Krishna consciousness is, because like Krishna, no matter how many times you hear the same thing, despite knowing, you just you would want to listen to it again and again. And you very beautifully took us through so many of them again. So thank you very much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you. So if we don't have questions or comments, Prabhuji, you can close the session. And
yes, Mataji. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Mataji, for your wonderful time and giving us this valuable time to us. The main thing is that, like we know as Hari Ananta, Hari Katha Ananta. It means Krishna and the pastimes are so pleasure, and it is so much that we cannot also elaborate, and we cannot also wherever we are getting the chance, we can release that one, and it seems new all the time. It is new, like fresh, all the times fresh. So that it is called Apureshaya. And so that this reason is that, so that Krishna, Lord Ram, they are coming here to giving the pleasure to his devotees. Like you told, this Putana killed the Putana, Jamalarjun Uddhar, and Sakatasura, and others, all these things also. That is the secondary matter. But the first thing is that giving the pleasure to his devotees, like Nand Baba, Jashoda, all the gopis and others, and even all us also. Until us, we are also enjoying this one. Although we read many times, we heard many times, we know that one, but wherever the same things also giving pleasure. Like sometimes one person came and told, oh, you Hare Krishna people are very good, very nice. Okay, very nice. Then you can join. One question. What is the question? You have no other song. Only one song every day. So only one song, Hare Krishna. Since last 4 or 5 years, we have heard this same song. I told, are you bored that one? No, I didn't bore, but this is the same song. So this is the same thing. The same story or same the pastimes we heard, because that is the life of the devotees. Even also inspiring devotee, that is the life of a Krishna Katha. Although big, who is like exhausted devotees, who is in the transcendental stage, they are also releasing all the time. But still also, we are also releasing the same things. Thank you, Mataji, for your nice, wonderful, you are describing. Also, thanks very much. Thank you very much to everyone who is joining in this forum. I request everyone, please unmute yourself and chant Hare Krishna mantra for glorification of Her Grace Indulekha Mataji. Please join. Yes, thank you. Please chant Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Vancha kalpatarubhyasya
kripa
kripa Vaishnavabhyo namo Srila Prabhupada
की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय, श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय, अद्वैत यात्रा की जय, all of you की जय. Thank you for joining. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.